higher and higher. In the blink of an eye, they were dangerously close to the boy, their sharp claws swiping at him. Slime, please, do something, Ned screamed. Slime stared, sliming its way along the ceiling to escape. However, it soon became tangled up in the chandelier. Tiddles, we have them now, bellowed Aunt Greta from below as she wiped the goo off her face. Enjoy your dinner, my beauties. Now, cats are not the brightest of creatures. In my experience of spending time with different types of animals, I would rate their intelligence very low. The not clever thing that the cats did was make the kitchen Tiddlers go at the bottom of the cat ladder. Then the fully grown Tiddleses go in the middle, and the gigantic Tiddles at the top. Gigantic Tiddles was now level with the boy, tangled up with slime in the chandelier. The monstrous Muggy was chomping at the air, just a whisker from Ned's face. As Slime tried to escape from the chandelier, it accidentally swung the boy upside down and straight towards the cat. Ned screamed, and the gigantic cat chomped its fangs into Ned's ear. The pain was eye-watering. What's more, the beast was not letting go. Help! Screamed Ned. A giant cat earring is perhaps the most painful earring of them all. The boy kept swinging, and gigantic Tiddles swung too. The beast swung so far that the cat ladder began to crumble. As giant Tiddles stayed locked on Ned's ear with its fangs, the other 100 cats beneath him took a tumble. The 100 cats fell right on top of Aunt Greta. The lady was buried under a mountain of muggies. She started to cry. No doubt one of the cat's bottoms was stuck right under her nose, with all the other cats tumbled to the floor. Incredibly, gigantic Tiddles was still dangling from Ned by his ear. Try as Ned might to fight it off, the beast was not letting go of Ned's ear. In fact, it was sinking its fangs deeper and deeper into his flesh. Ned screamed, as you might have if you had a giant cat that weighed as much as a small car dangling from your ear. Meanwhile, Aunt Greta was scrambling up from underneath the mountain of cats. Many of her cats were still stuck all over her gooey body. The wicked lady looked like a huge furry monster. I can't get this gigantic cat off my ear, screamed Ned. Tickle it, suggested Slime. Tickle it? It's worth a try. Immediately, the upside-down pair began tickling gigantic Tiddles all over its body, its ears, its chin, its legs, its tummy, and its tail. Nothing worked. The cat remained unmoved. Tickle the tip of its tail, ordered Ned. I'm not tickling the tip of a cat's tail. Why not? Demanded the boy. People will talk. Nonsense. Let's do it together. That is exactly what they did. The pair tickled the tip of gigantic Tiddles' tail. The cat laughed. As it did so, it opened its mouth and let go of Ned's ear. Gigantic Tiddles fell through the air. No! Cried Aunt Greta from below as a cat the weight of a baby elephant crashed down on her head. Ow! She cried. Have you had enough now? Asked Ned. Or would you like more, more, more? Please, pleaded Aunt Greta. No more. Then things have to change on Mulch. Anything, just name it. No more nasty grown-ups terrorizing children, said Ned. I haven't a clue who you mean, she protested. You know exactly what I mean, said Ned. Wrath the envies, pride, sloth, the gluttons. We children want them all off this island forever. Or, asked Greed, or Slime will have its fun with you. No, she begged. I will have them shipped off at once. Excellent, exclaimed Ned. As for you, well, I promise to be nicer to the nasty little wretches. I mean children. Mused the boy. You are getting there. Now please, know you are welcome to be part of our family again. We would love you to pop over for a tea at our cottage one day. Stuttered the lady. Slime will take you. It would be a pleasure, said Slime, with a wicked tone in his voice. Goody goody. No, to the lift. But yes, for the tea, she replied. Super, said Ned. Now, Slime, let's go. Slime untangled itself from the chandelier to become a jetpack. Goodbye for now, said Ned. Together the friends shot out of the castle window, and Aunt Greta watched them go, open-mouthed in shock. Chapter 29. It had been the most slime-tastic day, but it was nearly over. The sun was setting over Mulch. Home, please, called out the boy to the slimy jetpack on his back. Certainly, Ned, said Slime, and they flew through the sky back to the place where the adventure had begun, the family cottage. Ned's home was eerily quiet from above. As it was only dusk, his mother and father would be hard still at work. But there was his sister, Jemima. Where was she? Upon searching the whole house, Ned found that it was empty. Jemima, he called out, but she was nowhere to be found. Where is she? Asked the boy. Slime shook its slimy head. No idea, but she can't have gone far. Mulch isn't a big island. Checking in the bathroom, Ned noticed his wheelchair was missing too. My wheelchair! She's taken my wheelchair! My sister is an absolute horror. Where on earth has she put it? He said. What would she want with it? I bet she's thrown it off a cliff. Ned, you don't know that. She's done worse. Jemima can't be that bad. Oh, she is, replied Ned. Well, let's see if we can find her. If we do, I'm sure your wheelchair won't be far away. I guess so. I know so. Come on, said Slime. With that, Slime scooped the boy out of the bathroom, and they took to the skies once more. This time, Ned's friend transformed into a kite. The boy lay on top of the kite, and together they flew across the island in search of Jemima. Look, shouted the boy. Boot prints. Indeed, there were big boot prints in the mud leading into the forest. The pair glided over the trees until Ned spotted a clearing. There was a flash of bright colours down below, and the boy thought it must be his big sister's flowery dress. He gestured for Slime to descend, and silently the pair swooped down to the forest. Slime changed back into being a blob. It scooped Ned up in its blobby arm and held him tight. The boy was right. Up ahead, beside the oldest tree in the forest, was Jemima, and his wheelchair. The girl was too far away for Ned to know what she was doing, but he was sure she was up to no good. Let's get her again, said Ned to Slime. Hang on a moment, hesitated Slime. No, come on, we need the element of surprise. Now turn yourself back into a ball. A slime ball? Exactly. Then we can roll over to her and cover her from head to toe in slime. Slime shrugged, as much as a blob of slime can shrug, and did what it was told. Ned pulled himself up to the top of the slime ball, and together they rolled across the forest nearer and nearer to the girl. It was only when they were near that Ned saw that Jemima's head was resting on the seat of his wheelchair. The boy wanted to tell her that he had blown off countless times on the very spot where her nose was, but thought better of it. It would spoil the surprise. Rolling nearer still, Ned noticed that Jemima was doing something he'd never heard her do before. She was crying. Why is she blubbering? Whispered Ned to Slime. Maybe your sister misses you. Don't be daft, Slime. She hates me, just like I hate her. Come on, let's get closer. The slime ball rolled over a twig that snapped in two. The noise must have startled Jemima. Acting on instinct, she leapt off her feet and kicked out. She kicked so hard with her booted foot that Ned and Slime shot up into the sky. The boy screamed as he began tumbling back to earth. He realized this particular plan had not gone to plan. Slime, he shouted, help me. Slime was a great deal higher in the sky than him. Ned, I can't get to you, the boy screamed. Ned was plummeting straight towards Jemima. Chapter 30. Then the most marvelous thing happened. Jemima caught Ned in her arms. She shouted, Ned, I am so pleased I found you. Now face to face, Ned saw she had tears in her eyes. Slime landed a little way off in the forest. It began rolling over towards them through the tall trees. Why were you crying, Jemima? Asked Ned. I was worried about you, she replied, holding her little brother in her arms. Me? The boy couldn't believe his ears. Yes, you. I'm so sorry I made you run away from home. Well, you were always so beastly to me. I know, but I never wanted you to run away. When you did, I realized how much I. You what? Asked Ned. Was Jemima really going to say it? Like you. Thought you was going to say both. Let's stick with like right now, replied Jemima. Like is good, exclaimed Ned. You are my little brother, and I should be looking after you, not playing horrid tricks on you. Thank goodness for that, said Ned. But why were you hiding out here in the forest? Since dawn I've been looking all over the island for you. The forest was the last place I looked. I broke down because night was falling, and I thought you were gone forever. By this time Slime had rolled all the way over to the pair. "Hello," said Slime. Jemima screamed. "It talks?" "There's no need to scream," reassured Ned. "I'm perfectly friendly," said Slime. "You did boot me up the bottom," said Jemima. "Oh, yes," replied Slime. "Sorry about that." "I deserved it," she said. "But what are you?" "I am Slime." Jemima lifted up her hand and touched the strange creature. "Yes, you do feel very, very slimy," she remarked. "Slime was made when I mixed together all those disgusting things you'd collected in jars," added Ned. Jemima's eyes fell. "So you found out about my little plan?" "Yes, I did," replied Ned. "Oh no," she said. "Oh yes. But because of all that I have made a friend, and had the most marvellous adventure. Well, that's something, I guess. Where have you been?" she asked. "Flying all over the island," replied Slime. "We have been righting wrongs." "Well, I would like to right a wrong," began the girl. "Ned, I am sorry." The boy smiled and wrapped his arms around his sister. "Come with us," said Ned. "Let's take one last flight." "Me?" said Jemima. "Yes, you," said the boy. He took his sister by the hand. "One last time around the island, please, Slime." "With pleasure," replied Slime. It scooped up the pair and took to the sky. This time it changed into a great slimy dragon. Ned and Jemima held on to each other as they sat on its back, its wings flapping below them. Chapter 31 Final Flight. Together Ned and Jemima flew all over Mulch. They flew over the school where the pupils were all screaming out of the building, laughing and joking. The children waved up to the three in the sky. "Thank you, Ned," they cried. The boy beamed and waved back. Next they flew over the park. To Ned's surprise, a group of kids were playing football on the grass. "Ned," they shouted up, "we love you." The boy beamed. "Thank you," he called back. Then they flew over the toy shop. Nearby, a gaggle of children were out playing with their new toys. "Ned, you're the best," they shouted up. Flying astride the dragon, the boy did a little bow. "I've got a really cool brother," remarked Jemima. "Get used to it," said Ned. The pair chuckled as they flew over their mother's fish market stall and waved to her. "Mum, look, we're up here." The poor woman fainted and fell into a tray of fish, as well as you might faint if you saw your children flying on the back of a dragon made of slime. Ned and Jemima swooped over their father's fishing boat that was just coming into port. The man nearly tumbled off his boat into sea. Another boat was heading out of port. It was a prison ship. All the horrid grown-ups, Wrath, the Envies, Pride, Sloth, and the Gluttons, were all locked in cages on the deck. They rattled the bars and screamed at the sky. "We'll get you for this." "So long, suckers," called out the boy. Jemima laughed, and she, Ned, and Slime soared high above the clouds. Finally they flew towards the sun as it set on the most extraordinary day Mulch had ever known. Jemima held tight to her brother, wrapping her arms around his chest. The boy looked over his shoulder and smiled. No words were necessary. Eventually, the three returned to the clearing in the forest, landing at the spot where they had left Ned's wheelchair. Slime turned back into its usual old blobby self. "Wow!" exclaimed Jemima, her face beaming with joy. "I know, right?" replied Ned. "Wow! So my little brother is some kind of superhero now?" Ned chuckled. "I guess so. But you know what? I don't want to be a superhero. I just want to be me." With that, the boy slipped off Slime for the last time, and back into his wheelchair. That's better, said Ned. Not nearly as slimy. Well, began Slime, it seems as if my work here is done. I will bid you both a fond farewell. The two children hugged the great slimy blob. Thank you, Slime. We will never forget you, said Ned. I will go and find some other children who might need naughty pranks played on grown-ups. Lucky them, said Ned. Look after each other. We will, said the pair in unison. With that, Slime changed into thousands of little blobs. These blobs flew up past the trees and into the sky. There they floated for a few moments before darting off in all directions all over the sky. Soon, Slime would be in the hands of all the children all over the world.